beautiful.
Ew. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing my Oathbringer review and final thoughts. Let's go. First of all, this book is massive. Like, well, don't adjust. I don't have a viewfinder anymore.
I'm in range.
Okay.
I want to have my hands ready.
Why?
So I can hold things for you.
I gave this book 5 stars. It's Birds of Radiance is still my favorite, but this is a close second. This is Nathan's favorite in the series. Correct?
I think so. It's like, what's your favorite child? I love them all equally.
Except Rhythm of War is your least favorite child.
No, Rhythm of War has amazing moments in it too that meant a lot to me. Very emotional parts.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go character by character again. From my favorite character to my least favorite character. My favorite character is obviously Adolin. Him and Shallan are literally so cute I could die. I'm so glad that they resolved that like love triangle weird thing with like the veil situation. Weird. But that whole moment of them like confessing their love to each other.
So cute.
He was like, bitch, he can fly. I realized. Every single time his name is mentioned, I get so excited. Like, he's my favorite character. I adore him so, so much. He's such a good son. I don't want to go back into the Dalinar mindset of that book. He's such a good son. The way he was, like, defending Dalinar when Dalinar was, like, an alcoholic and everything. Like, when he eavesdropped on Gavilar and Elhokar and Adolin. Adolin was like, my father was not a fool. And got so excited when his dad said he was going to be at his duel.
Yeah.
I need my drink.
Such a tootie patootie.
Yeah. I love how he's so, like, PDA because of Evie.
Yeah.
Like, he's just always touching Shallan and holding her. It's so cute. I really did think he was going to die. I got really, really scared. Because when he got stabbed in Shadesmar, and, you know, he doesn't have healing, he didn't have his plate, he didn't have his blade, he didn't have anything. Well, he had mine, technically. Should save him, but, like, you know?
Yeah. I
got real scared. I was like, oh, this feels like a bad time. Like, ugh. Oh, he's so handsome.
Yeah.
I loved that the blade told him her name, and he immediately gave her a nickname, and was like, let's go, Maya.
He's adorable.
I love how he treats her. I think it's so precious. And he's like always talked to her anyway, so it's... He's so cute. Okay, then we have Cal. I love him. I felt so sad when he shut down in Kholinar and then he like couldn't say the words in Shadesmar. I just... Like I think I said this last video, but like I'm quickly getting to the point where I'm like, let my friends sleep. Like they all just need a nap and a cuddle. Let's all just cuddle and take a nap and everything's going to be okay. Yeah. But that was rough. Loved the scenes with him in the wall guard, which made the fight in Kholinar even worse. That was...
very sad. Very
upsetting. Very glad he finally got his revenge on Amaran. I hate that man.
Shout out Rock. The one-time Rock fights.
Yeah, he takes out freaking Amaran.
He makes it count.
Yeah. He's so sweet and such a good man. His talk about the Bridge 4 guy having a boyfriend and then talking with Sigzil about being an Ardent, those were just such good, like, team bonding moments. Yeah. I just love, that's one of my favorite moments in the book, like, 2 moments combined, is when Sigil's trying to tell the story about the moons, and Cal...
call him Siegel?
Because that's his name.
Sigzil?
Sigzil. Because in the audiobook, at 2 times it sounds like Siegel. Like Jason Segel.
That's really funny. Anyway, sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, that was rude. Sigzil.
Sigzil.
Sigzil was, and...
Quit being southern.
Sigzil.
That was really good.
He was like trying to tell the story and Cal was trying to be so patient and understanding. He's like, so you feel like a moon.
Yeah.
And then later on, Wit goes on to tell that exact story. That was really funny. I was like, oh, that's the story that he was trying to tell earlier, but he couldn't do it. him and Adelin's friendship. Oh my gosh, and he was like walking with the guard and they were making fun of Adolin and his outfit. He was like, did they not know they're making fun of Adolin Coling, one of the best people to ever exist?
If they would just spend 5 minutes talking to him, I love it.
Listen, I love Adolin and Shalon. Adolin and Cal, I ship that so
in another universe.
In another universe, they're together, and I just love them so much. Okay. Then we have Dalinar. So I think the top 3 are pretty much... No, Dalinar and Kaladin switch, because Kaladin was pissing me off last book.
Yes.
But these flashbacks did...
They're brutal.
They're brutal. They're really brutal.
When Kylie had, like, Dalinar as, like, his top in, like, the first couple books, I was like, just wait. Just wait till you learn who the Blackthorn really is.
He is still up there.
But
I almost put Blackthorn and Dalinar as different characters in this list because it does genuinely feel like, and I do recognize that, like, the urge.
Thrill?
The thrill. The urge is Baldur's Gate. The thrill. Oh my gosh, he's the dirge.
That's so funny.
The thrill is like a thing, but it's also like, it's not unique to Dalinar.
Yeah.
You know?
He just honed it.
Yeah. He mastered it. Oh, I just said that. There were a couple really cute Dalinar moments, though. One in the past was when, oh, I'm gonna cry. In the same chapter when Dalinar, like, called Renarin an invalid, Renarin came in and had used his, like, allowance to buy wine for Dalinar, and Dalinar, like, broke down and hugged him and was like, this beast in me is making me hate my own children.
I cried during that part.
And then, like, modern day Dalinar, I'm gonna cry. When Renarin wanted to, like, study with the scholars and was, like, feeling uncomfortable, so Dalinar came and sat in so that all the attention would be on Dalinar being, like, inappropriate for being there.
He's trying.
The You Cannot Have My Pain was really, really good. Very good character development. I feel like him and Shalon need to talk more, you know? I feel like they have kind of similar, like,
Trauma.
almost literally similar with, like, the memory issues. Although one was on purpose.
Yes.
Psychology debatable, but you know what I mean. Confused about who else is in his head, unite them in that one dream. Like, he heard a voice say unite them, and it wasn't Stormfather, and he had that one dream, and that wasn't Stormfather. So, confused about that. Shalon's talk with Wit after she got that little boy killed destroyed my heart and soul. And him telling her the story that she had told Pattern earlier destroyed me. I love Wit. I'm glad she came to her senses about Adolin and Cal. I like her a lot. It's just hard to read her POV sometimes because it's like, again, Nathan and I have discussed part of the reason I don't like Shalon is part of the reason I really hate Nesta because I relate to them too much and I need therapy. But it's also just kind of like difficult to not be annoyed when it's like, well, Vale said this and then Radiant said that. You know? It's like, listen, I'm trying to follow you. I'm trying to follow you, bestie. I'm glad you had a good wedding day, though. I was really scared that, like, something was going to happen on their wedding day, and I was like, just leave them alone for
Let
one
them be
day.
happy.
Yeah. Then we have Wit. Loved his talk with Shalon. The epilogue of him giving the orphan to the mother who lost a child. I did cry during that. I said, I just want more info on him and why he's here. Because, what the fuck? Why
we know he's just not a king's wit.
Yeah. Like, you're literally Hoyd. I don't know what you're doing here. I don't know where you're from, but I'm pretty sure it's not here. Oopsie. Renarin. I was so scared for him this entire book. I just felt like something was going to drop. The other shoe was going to drop. He was being so sketchy the whole time. I knew something was wrong, but I was not going to guess corrupted Spren. I don't know what I was going to guess. I probably should have guessed something like that, because it's like seeing the future is literally of opioid. I'm interested to see where that goes. Like, I'm confused about, like, if he's a Knight Radiant at all. Like, I don't understand, like, what corrupted Spren means yet. Healing so fast that he can be crushed is crazy. That's crazy behavior.
Yeah.
It's giving, Miles. Ain't it?
That's funny. His scene with Yasna broke my heart.
Oh.
I don't know if you put
It's
that in
in
there for
Yasna's,
Yasna.
yeah. Well, you can talk about it right now.
I just wanted to cry for Renarin so bad, and he just loves her so much that he was willing to die because he trusts her.
Yeah, he was like, well, Yasna, she's probably going to do the right thing.
I know.
Speaking of, Yasna jumped up. Like, I've always liked her, but she was kind of in my, like, right above neutral, you know? I love this woman. I'm so glad she's back. She's always getting on Shalon, like, don't be sassy and quippy. And then she is the queen of verbal assaults.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Hers with Amaran were crazy. And then hers with Sadius's wife.
Yalali, or however you pronounce it.
Yeah, she was like, your tongue is sharp, if only your mind could match it or something. No, Wit said that. I don't know. Her and Wit are both quippy.
Yeah.
Not killing Renarin and saving the world by loving him is crazy.
I know.
That scene, and she's like, this isn't an enemy. This is Renarin. This is the little boy that I used to hold when his father didn't know how to love him.
That's one of the saddest scenes in the book. There's just so many sad, but like such good, like warm feelings in this book that I just love.
And wait, I kind of want to find the actual line where Renarin was like, I'm gonna butcher it, but it's such a good line where he's like, the enemy, the future isn't right because it didn't count on Yasna's love or Yasna's empathy or something.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because like Shalon had a conversation with Pattern where they were like, empathy is not Yasna's strong suit,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, I really didn't expect her to not kill him.
I know.
You know, she'll do what she needs to do, you know?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like it also hit me hard because I felt bad for, like, underestimating her.
Yeah.
All hail the queen. How did they not think of that? Honestly, I feel like a bad person because I didn't put it together. I was like, yeah, that's so obvious.
Yeah.
That's so obviously the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, she should be next in line. Zeth has popped up. Glad he finally was like, oh, that was just a rock.
That was like your biggest thing about him.
It's just a rock. Rock. He kind of switched really quickly to Dalinar. That kind of caught me off guard. Like,
You wish you would have gotten more POVs of him to see that change?
yeah, like, what about Dalinar made him respect him so much?
Honor.
Yeah, but he didn't, like, see him that much.
Yeah.
That's what confused me. Badass powers, though. His conversations with Lift were fun, and his sword is psychopathic. Confused about that.
You still need to read Warbreaker.
Yeah. Evie, I love this woman, and I'm so sad, and I don't want to talk about it. Next. Syl. Loved her, like, they're walking around, and she's like, oh, there's a bounty on my head. She's like, forgot to mention this. Probably shouldn't have followed you guys here. She's like in disguise. She's like, I just wanted to feel normal. Actually, there's a bounty on my head.
Sunglasses and hat on.
But there's a fake mustache dangling from the sunglasses.
She would do that.
She would. Her holding Cal and saying it's time for someone else to rescue you or save you hurt my heart so bad. Like, I just loved them. And it's just, like, and she's just so Tian-coded. Like, my prediction in the first book was that she was Tian. Obviously, that's not true. She's, like, ancient daughter, had a radiant, like, all this stuff. But I do think that's, like, why they connect so well. Is just because, like, the relationship that he had with Tian, like, how well synced they are, works very similarly. Her bonding with Shalon was super cute. Still hoping her and Kyle don't somehow fall in love. I am worried. I have seen fan art. And I am afraid. Let me think. Am I still upset? Am I still afraid of that?
No, you shouldn't be.
Do you not think that'll happen?
Mm-hmm.
Pattern, I just have always iconic. He wasn't really, like, he didn't have to play, like, a huge part in this book as much. He was just kind of present.
He's a little bit of comic relief, a little bit of filling you in and some gaps, a little bit of exposition.
Yeah.
Always serving C-word.
Because now we're getting to, like, above neutral. Next we have Elhokar. R.I.P. That was the saddest death I've ever read. That's probably not true.
One of them.
Well, it's one of them, though.
It's just shocking.
And the fact that he was one word away from being a Knight Radiant, and he was holding his son, and he was holding the drawing.
And there were so many instances in the first couple books where we've seen instances of him seeing cryptics.
Yeah.
So, like, he was very close.
He was real close. And I wrote, he's so baby girl. I was just starting to love him so much.
Yeah.
Like, this whole book, I was just loving him. I was like, he's so baby girl. I love him. He's doing his very best. He's so sweet with Cal. He's like, show me how to be a good leader. Like, kind of just like becoming more like self-aware.
You cried when Shalon showed him the picture and he's like, that's what I look like.
I did cry. And then they fucking killed him.
Yeah.
I'm so glad his kid is safe. I was so worried. Like, I was worried about, like, Scar and them, but I was, like, worried about this kid. I can't say his name. I can't remember his name.
Gavinar, something like that.
These names. Navani. She's always great. Good leader. So patient with Dalinar. Mommy. She's great. She's hot. She didn't really do as much this book.
Yeah.
Stormfather. I appreciated him risking himself to keep Opioid out of the vision for a little bit. So that he could talk to Venli. Confused why he won't be a blade. Just like, he's like, I am the storm. Okay, yeah, but you're still his friend. So, like, excited to see the new powers with, like, all the planes connected. Teft. Now I know why he was acting so sus last book. I feel bad for questioning him. He's just a drug addict, but I'm very proud of him now.
Yeah, that was sad.
I'm always proud of him, but I'm very proud of him for, like, accepting his friend. It's happened in this book, right?
Yeah,
it had to. Yes, this book he accepted his friend. This friend was like following him around. Yeah, he swore an oath.
To love himself.
Yeah, he swore his second oath. So, was that Cal's second oath too, or does every individual have different oaths?
Every individual has different oaths. I can show it to you.
I thought it was every different order.
They
don't even do oaths. Not all of them even do oaths.
Well, yeah.
Because Shalon does truths.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But the first one's always an oath.
It's all life before death, strength before weakness, strength before listening.
Lift. She's cool, I guess. Walking into the thrill was absolutely insane behavior. She's like, I'm good at being where I'm not supposed to be. You are 6.
She just wanted to see that nice ass.
She was like, I don't trust men with tight butts. That means they swing a sword too much. I was like, the logic there is actually very good. However.
She's so silly.
Yeah. I like her a lot when she's not using the word awesomeness. I didn't put Wendell on here because we never see him without Lift or anything, but I do love him. Yeah. He's a very funny friend. They work together very well.
Yeah.
I loved when she used to call him Voidbringer. Azure, really don't know what to think about her. Confused about her blade. She seems badass. She's looking for Zyle. Nathan says I have to read Warbreaker, which I probably will.
She's got some other Cosmere books to get through.
Yeah. But they do come in, like, little hardcovers, which is cute. Mraize, why does he know so much about things and the heralds, and he's always so secretive, but also all of the things he tells Shalon to do are technically on the right side.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say more, because I did finish Rhythm of War a couple days ago, so I need to make sure I'm not letting things bleed. Venli, confused about her and her friend. She's a Knight Radiant now, but still, like, with the other side, so interesting to see how that plays out. She, like, went off on the boat with them. But she, like, said the words. And it's very interesting, like, trying to figure out things. No, I can't. Moash, I can't believe this bitch. To do the Bridge 4 salute after killing Elhokar?
So disrespectful.
I can't. What the fuck? Like.
Yeah.
I don't know words. Taravangian, confused. He, like, told a lot of truth to Dalinar. He was like, Bestie, I did try to have you assassinated. But, like, not all the truth, so it's like.
Yeah.
What's going on here? He's also talking to Opioid. I know his name is Odium. It's just.
Funny and silly.
I'm just so silly goofy. Did he get the honor blade to Moash? I'm assuming he had to, because somebody came and took the honor blade, and that's how Rock almost died. And now Moash has it, so he must have done that at some point during that whole commotion. Why and how, and just it's like clearly he was wrong. So why is he still being the way that he is?
Ego.
Amaram, rest in peace, motherfucker. Same send off that we gave Sadius. Odium, hate this guy. Hate what he's done to Dalinar. Oh, scariest shit ever. When he was like, oh, this isn't my army. And sent like the thrill into the humans. Oh, and their eyes turned red. I actually gagged. That was so scary. Okay, favorite moments. Elhokar and Shallan talking and the drawing that she gave him. Mm-hmm. That was just so precious. Wit talking to Shallan, we talked about that. Adel and Shallan confessing love, we talked about that. You cannot have my pain. Yes, I'm saving Renarin. Dalinar holding Renarin as a kid. Dalinar sitting in the scholar meeting so that Renarin doesn't feel alone. And then the Voidbringer reveal. Actually, ooh.
Is this play about us?
This like whole series has reminded me a little bit of Attack on Titan. But like that moment especially, I was like, oh no. Oh, no, that is no bueno at all.
Yeah.
Like, all that info dump that Taravangian did, like, I also didn't know most of it. I knew about, like, the, like, High King or whatever conversation a little bit. But I was like...
Whoa.
And I still am like... Ugh. So that's going to be a whole thing. But that was a really good reveal. That blew my mind. And I'm still confused. Predictions. Aelin's gonna resurrect Maya somehow. Renarin's gonna become an 11th type of knight just because he has like a corrupted spren. So I'm wondering if he like isn't a knight radiant because it's a bad spren. So are they just gonna like kind of adopt him into the knights and then he'll be an 11th kind? Venli turns to the good side. Feel like that is obvious. Relane's gonna leave Bridge 4 because of the Voidbringer reveal. Cal will swear the next oath in book 5. So, like, not Rhythm of War. Shallan is going to get pregnant, and it's going to upset me, because it's going to be like, she lost all of her powers coded. Cal's family still won't come to the tower. And Mraize is a herald or works for a herald. Those are my predictions, or were my predictions.
Nice.
No comment on those. Okay, that's the end of that.
Yay.
So, my ranking of books is Words of Radiance, Oathbringer, Way of Kings. Again, it's like picking between favorite children at the moment, but I did like this book. I've told Nathan this, and I think I said in the last book how like certain things like the memory loss and shape-shifting and coming back from the dead all bug me. And I feel like I preferred when it was like I think my favorite like scene from the entire series outside of like really emotional moments, like my favorite like was the duel.
Yeah.
And so that moment almost alone, like, keeps me in that Words of Radiance, like, mindset of, like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I liked when it was kind of that. And I feel like it's kind of making Adolin...
It's outgrowing Adolin.
It's outgrowing Adolin. He's my favorite character, and maybe that's why I'm realizing right now.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at. But it was your favorite book. What's your favorite moment from this book?
You cannot have my pain. Just... with that comes so much of the like backstory of the Blackthorn, and having that, like, you just need to take accountability for your own problems and your own shit in your life and owning up to that and moving forward and taking the next step. It just means so much to me, and I really respect Dalinar for that, and I just love him as a person, that he has messed up a lot in his life, but he's always willing to move forward and just have that mindset. It means a lot to me, and that moment made me cry a lot.
Yeah, that was rough. I knew Evie's death was going to be bad, but that was like 10 times worse than I thought it was going to be.
I want to pull up the graphic audio of that part for you.
No, thank you. Even just the audiobook was too much. That was rough. Okay, so my final ranking was 5 stars, and you rated it 5 stars as well, correct? All right, we'll see you in the next video.